Hey folks, Dr. Gerstmar from Aspire Natural Health. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you happen to be listening or watching this. Whenever you happen to be listening or watching this, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I want to share with you something I call the achievement square. The achievement square. And we'll go ahead and put up a picture of it here. All right, that is the achievement square. It is the 4 components that we need to have in place if we're going to achieve our goals, make achievements in our lives. Now, specifically, we're talking about improving our health, getting and staying healthy when we're dealing with digestive issues and autoimmunity. But these are principles. And remember, principles can be applied broadly across all sorts of domains or areas of our life. So the same 4 principles of the achievement square apply to other things as well. Again, whether it's health, wealth, finances, relationships, other things, whatever it might be. These are 4 critical pieces that we need to have in place, and they follow one after the other. All right, let's start with the first one, and that is simply to decide, right? Decide what our goals are. It's the same if we want to go on a road trip, but we have absolutely no idea where we're going. Well, then it's that famous line from Alice in Wonderland, right? The Cheshire Cat asks, Alice asks the Cheshire Cat, how do I get there? And the cat says, where are you going? And she says, anywhere. And then he says, well, go in any direction then, because it doesn't really matter. So the first step, of course, right? We need to be clear on what our goals are. Again, whether it's recovering our health, going from sick to healthy to thriving with digestive issues or autoimmunity, or whether it's any other area of our life. All right, once we've made the decision where we want to go, the second step is to learn. This is where we educate ourselves or we acquire the skills that are necessary to reach our goals. One of the reasons that we haven't achieved those goals is often because we don't know what to do to reach those goals. Now, this brings up one of the key mistakes here. So obviously, these all have flip sides. The first is if we're not clear on what we want to do, well, then we can't get there. Now, the second step here is learning what to do. And there are 2 mistakes that people make here. The first is not acquiring the necessary skills that are needed, the education and skills that are needed to get there. You know, there's nothing more frustrating than trying to accomplish a job and having the wrong tools or not knowing how to do it properly. It's just a recipe for frustration, anger, overwhelm, and then ultimately failure when we don't have the right skills, knowledge, or tools to do the job properly. It's a million times harder if we can even do it at all. So the first mistake is not going out and acquiring the education and skills that are necessary to effectively reach our goals. The second mistake, super common, is simply thinking that now we're done. Well, I set a goal, and now I went off and learned stuff, and done. Now I'm going to get the results that I'm looking for. Of course, it sounds silly when we say that, but we all do it. We think that reading a book, listening to a podcast, watching a blog, or whatever else it might be is enough. And then we continue to go out. We stall out at this phase and just continue learning and learning and learning and learning as if that's going to get us towards our goals. So it's critically important. Yes, if we don't know what to do, we're not going to get there. But we need to learn a sufficient amount and then quickly move on to step 3, which is all about doing. Implement those skills, that knowledge, and begin moving towards your goals. This is where behavior and habits become critically important. So if we know what to do, we have to translate it into actually doing it. And this is where we see a lot of people fall down. Heck, I've done it a lot of times too. Set a goal for myself, gone out and learned more about what I need to do to get there, but then not consistently implemented and done the things that are necessary to get there. So this is the single hardest part of achievement, is actually doing the darn thing that we need to do to get the results that we're going to get. So mistakes, skipping from goals right to doing, without making sure that we have the right skills and knowledge. Second mistake, not actually keeping up the doing. And this is where the fourth key piece of the achievement square comes into place, and that's becoming. So, what is the difference between a short-term success and a long-term success? You know, it's very easy, relatively speaking, to go on a diet and lose weight. But we know from personal experience and also the wide world out there that the vast majority of people who go on a diet do lose weight and then gain it all back, and usually a couple extra pounds, interest if you will, at the end of it. Why? Because they haven't taken the step to move from step 3, doing, to step 4, becoming. This is where we acquire new character traits and we transform ourselves. The difference between a short-term diet where we lose weight and a long-term successful keeping that weight off is all about transformation. Do we become the person who's regularly physically active and who eats healthy? If we view the diet as a temporary thing, well, I'm going to avoid these foods, I'm going to do this thing, and then I'm going to lose weight, and then I'm going to go back to the way that I was before, obviously, that is the recipe for failure. So we'll see this for people who are dealing with digestive issues and autoimmunity as well. They're in a lot of pain, a lot of suffering because of the discomfort and the disability, the things that their digestive issues or autoimmunity are preventing them from doing. They can't live their normal life. They're highly motivated to make changes. I'm sure you've been in that place too. And they make some changes, right? They acquire the knowledge and skills. They begin implementing some of those pieces, and they begin to feel better. The pain lessens and goes away, and they go, great! Now that this isn't so much of an issue, I don't need to follow that diet so strictly, or I don't need to take those supplements as strictly as I was doing before. Or I don't need to continue the process that I started on because it doesn't hurt so much. The pain has diminished. What happens? Of course, the issue persists and comes back again. This is where the long-term results happen, is in this becoming and in this transformation. Look, any substantial goal that we want to achieve in health, wealth, relationships, or other areas of our life requires us to become a different person. And I'd like to believe requires us to become a better person. We learn new skills, we implement new behaviors and habits, and we become a better person because of it. So if we're going to achieve anything substantial in our life, and specifically in health, dealing with digestive issues and autoimmunity, moving from sick to healthy and then on to thriving, there are 4 pieces that we must attend to. The first is making the decision. I'm going to do this. These are my goals. Second is learning. This is the education and the skills that I need to acquire in order to be successful. The third, the critical piece, is the actual doing. You know, put your money where your mouth is, get your behaviors in place, do the things that you need to do to be successful. And the fourth piece that's often not talked about is the becoming. The character traits, the transformation that needs to happen to move it from a short-term success, I feel better, to a long-term thriving and healthy place. All right, folks, I hope you will begin to implement these simple but profound 4 steps of the achievement square into your life. That's it for me today. Listen, if this all makes sense to you, if you're at the place where you're deciding, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, I need to get better, to become healthier, to move from sick to healthy to thriving, I invite you, come join us. Let's have a conversation. Let's see if we are the right people to help you, guide you on that journey, to help you, to educate you so you learn the education and the skills, the knowledge that you need. We help and support you through the doing phase and make adjustments to help keep you on track, and then ultimately to help you become the type of person who is healthy, vibrant, and thriving. If that sounds good to you, the next step is to simply go to the website. That's aspirenaturalhealth.com, aspirenaturalhealth.com. Aspire is an A-S, P-I-R-E, naturalhealth.com. And all you need to do is click on the button that says apply for help. Apply for help. From there, we'll ask you to fill out a very short and easy form telling us more about what's going on for you, because the fact is what we do is absolutely not right for everyone. In fact, we turn away about 25% of the people who come and apply for us. And that's simply because we only work with people we are confident we can help them get the results that they seek. We absolutely do not want you to waste your time, your money, or your energy. We want to be confident that we're the right fit for you and you're the right fit for us. So it begins with a simple application, and then if it seems like we're the right fit, we'll have a conversation. We'll simply deepen our understanding and really positively make sure that we are the right fit to work together. If we are, we'll get going and help to transform your life. If we're not, that is A-okay. Perfectly fine. We will see if we can help you find someone who is a better fit for you. So you have absolutely nothing to lose. Please go to the website today and click on the button that says apply for help. All right, folks, that is it for me today. Until next time, take care.